Hey, give me a little bit more of mine in my ears on me.
Take mine down.
Dave wants his down a little bit. Hey, we are live at the Meade County Fair. Tonight, kicking off the rides and such. Of course, the fair started on Saturday, and we're going to get right into it here with David Pace. He is the fair board president, and been doing this most of your life, right, David?
A whole lot of it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what else? Tonight, I know I'm so excited for tonight because not only do the rides start tonight, but it is the Crash Up Derby, and I've got my kids here tonight. They've never seen one of those. I'm super stoked. That starts at 7:30, doesn't it?
It starts at 7:30. Remember, we talked about that last year on Thursday. We thought it was going to be one of the largest demolition derbies we'd ever had. And I really think this could possibly be that same derby. There's probably going to be 35 big cars here.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
looks like.
Yeah.
35 big cars, and then you have the minis and
Lawnmowers.
and lawnmowers and such.
And Power Wheels, all
Right.
that's tonight.
I was kind of excited about the Power Wheels. I think maybe next year I can get my littles in there. I don't know. We'll see. But
That's a big thing. Those little ones are so excited to get in there,
Yeah.
go at it.
It's fun to watch too. I mean, it gets competitive with them, in the little ones.
so,
Well, maybe with the parents.
a lot of work.
Little ones.
Lot of work went to get to where we're at today. I know we got some English riding tonight. I think is going on this afternoon. English horse show. But there's a lot of moving parts. I mean, coming here already, it looks like a bunch of ants moving all over the place. So, and a lot of sticky stuff to get after too for ants. You know what I mean? And uncles.
Quite
But
busy.
anyway, go ahead.
It's been really good. We start, last Saturday.
Sure.
It seems like forever ago now, but that Saturday night I got home at 20 minutes till 2
Right.
in the morning. So that ended up being a long night where we had one of the largest garden tractor pulls we've ever had.
Wow.
Over 100 participants that were from Canada to Florida here.
Wow.
pulling. So, it's not just great big tractors. Everything's got a lot of competition and linked with it.
Well, that's pretty exciting. What do you think of the new booth this year?
I like it. I just see a lot of work went into it. So
Yeah.
it was such a demand for us to come back. I knew it had to be better.
Oh, we had to bring
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we brought it. So,
And
yeah.
I do appreciate it. I did skip this last year, and I told you all personally afterwards, I'm remiss that I didn't thank you all for last year. I thought we were on
No,
Saturday.
it was it was our pleasure. We love doing it.
I think
it
we
really
got
is a
after.
good thing.
Yeah, I think we got after this just to get local stuff out. I know the radio station does a great job of that, and others do, but nothing's as local and more. I mean, we can talk for as long as we want to, and you can really say what you need to say that you might not be able to get in a 17-second soundbite.
Yeah, this is your time
Yeah,
for us,
so-
right? Yeah, so
It just gives us the opportunity to thank all the volunteers that came out on Thursday, Friday,
Sure.
and Saturday, and
I think-
it just made it a
Tip that
little
up a
bit,
little bit like
tougher
this one.
for us, and it ended up being.
There you go.
Hear that?
Yep.
I didn't make sure you didn't hear that in my earpiece, but
No, you're
No.
good.
it is a good thing that we actually had so many volunteers show up. That
Right.
It wasn't the largest number of volunteers, but it was good volunteers.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got in it. They know what to do, and several members of families that
Sure.
were here and have been here for years that we count on.
Absolutely.
And they know what it takes to put the lipstick on to make it what we want it to look
Yeah.
like. Because I stress cleanliness.
Now, I saw you here last night with the fair board. It's kind of like all right, well, the wedding's about to happen. Ain't nothing you can do from here now. You were taking care of them last night, but when I was talking to you, you said something about the parade I'd like you to tell our listeners about, that it was the...
It was the largest parade that we can remember on record.
Wow.
And actually, we were near the front, probably right behind I guess we were kind of behind the Grand Marshal, and when we got back there, we were past what now is the Baptist Health Hardin.
Right.
And when we got that call, we were just past it when we got the call that said the last piece for the parade was pulling out of Meade Park.
oh
We
wow,
had already gone that distance.
that's about
Yeah.
2/3 or more of the way.
Oh,
At least.
Yeah.
Wow.
We figured we were 2 miles long when that last piece came out.
Well, we said when we started our podcast, or we did our little blurbs there, Steve had actually, he said it's going to be at least a mile long. I said, it's going to. I thought it was going to be longer, and
Right.
it was like, man, it's as much was already packed in And us getting, when we started, it was like it took us, and we were kind of towards the front, not at the front, but we were in the front third. And by the time we got through, by the time we got out to, by the time we started moving and everything got out to the road, it was like, it was already, you couldn't see it.
Yeah,
at the front.
I told everybody that didn't count the fire trucks, the
No.
seat cars, the band.
No.
I mean, and I want to thank Mr. McGee, who is the band director at Meade County High School. I called him. He said, "I'm not sure we're strong enough to be." I said, "It's not a parade without the band."
That's
Yeah.
right.
And we want them to be. If it's 150 in the shade, I understand that. But if it's just hot, we need you to be there. And
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
enjoy hearing the band, and we enjoy having them be a part of it.
That's exciting.
It
So,
is.
Our Grand Marshal, I didn't finish that.
Yeah.
Ryan Quarles
Yeah.
is our Grand Marshal. He's Commissioner of Agriculture. Been very, very active with the Meade County Fair.
Yes, sir.
Big part of that. And he actually had it on his Facebook this morning all about being here. And he put
Yeah.
on that he loved driving. And he had his girlfriend with him here,
Yeah.
Emma, and we got to meet her. She
Yeah.
actually got to ride on the fender
Oh.
from here to the fairgrounds. She got on with the fair board. She didn't trust him coming back. It was really a fun day. He stayed.
good.
We cut the ribbon on some new improvements we have here. We have a new wash rack for our cattle.
That's awesome.
All multi-species cattle. Sheep.
I mean, that's what the fair, that's the origins of the fair, were the cattle cells and the animals. And
We're agricultural based.
That's
for
right.
Education purposes, but we throw a little motorsports into it to make it that much better.
Definitely has an appeal for a lot of different audiences, young and old. And talk to us about the expansion too. I know a couple of people that are volunteers in some of the food booths. So tell us a little bit about that again tonight, and then what you can expect because of the improvements with that food.
Well, we went up there this morning. And the swim team was actually the start today. They had lunch going on, so we were there, and I was talking to them. I said, all I ask is that I hope that you all are not mad at us. And they said, well, why would we be mad at you? I said, because we didn't do this a long time ago.
Oh.
Because we added on to, we actually almost doubled their square footage. And that came once before where we heard where people said we were ripping them off for no price, things like that. Every one of those booth folks are so excited.
Yeah.
It was the 5 smaller booths that got doubled in size.
the ones along the road, right?
Roadway,
Yeah.
5 of them. And some of that is really a good thing where we actually had the opportunity to do some things on there where we can make it better for them and stuff like that, and make it where people enjoy it, and and we hope it's going to make it more efficient,
Right.
where they don't have to run to get stuff out of a truck or a trailer. It's all right there in their building, and hopefully it'll help us control making any lines. Hopefully,
Right. Well, I know last year there was a lot of juggling and shuffling, but I think Jesus is watching over us this week. I think He has surrounded us, and I think your fair is going to be blessed this week with some amazing things. And I won't mention any.
no Roger.
No.
No
Roger.
We did have a little Roger this morning.
Yeah, but I don't think
But that's okay.
That was not. I mean, we could probably take that and
We can take a little bit of Roger in the morning.
5 o'clock's not good.
Not
for
good.
Roger.
No,
Nothing
not
to
good.
discuss Roger. So,
Yeah, so-
especially on the news.
Yes, sir. We're not on the news. So.
We've got a good start of a crowd here tonight.
Oh
We did.
yeah, I mean,
Early.
when I got here, about 4:30, and yeah, it was already starting. The people were piling in. I couldn't wait.
I had to park way up on the hill to get in,
Oh, okay.
and one of your workers, Mr. Ford,
Yeah.
and I said, I got to get over there to that booth, and I got some extra stuff that I couldn't carry. You mind carrying it? Because he was making his rounds, and he said, well, it'll cost you. And I said, well, if I don't get it over there, I'm going to be late for Mr. Pace getting on the podcast. He said, oh, if it's Mr. Pace, get in. And he was, I'm just kidding. No, but I just want to say thanks. I mean, your staff out here and these volunteers are amazing. There's not a single person I saw without not having a smile on their face. Just glad to be here and see this kick off. So,
We talked about it, and we try our best to help other folks.
Sure.
For the fairs. We had actually a lot of our material, our bleachers, our graders, things like that.
Right.
We had going to other fairs. They were at the Hardin County Fair. They were at the Breckenridge County Fair, and we got them all back. And those folks came, and one of them had said, "What makes you do it?" And I said, "You see, that was my grandson went by."
Yeah.
Water wall.
right.
Yeah.
It's that anticipation of that face when they're all looking out what's going to be for them. They need to take
Sure.
part in. What are they going to get to ride the rides? What are they going to do to watch that demolition derby start?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I mean,
It is.
those older ones that come up. All Wednesday's my day. I love our special needs day.
Speaking of which.
I really love.
Yeah.
That's my granddaughter, grandson, and my daughter. So
You want to bring him over real quick?
Wanna say hi?
from Upton. Y'all want to say hi? You can be on TV.
No.
You want to come say hi?
That's
She's
close
good.
enough.
She's good. Yeah, she's close enough.
But actually, that's the thing.
Oh,
about
there she
They're
comes.
gonna come. Look. Oh, there you go. That's what this fair's about, anyway.
That's right. That's right. It's a family
Hi.
affair,
That's
right?
right.
who you are.
No, she said no.
So
They got a beautiful family.
we want people to realize we have no trade secrets here.
No.
We share with our family members. We share
Sure.
with everybody that comes along to how we put this fair together.
Good.
We do our best to make it fair, and we want to make it safe, and we want to make it fun. That's the
right.
big thing about it. And if you look at that carnival Kissel has this year,
Yeah.
probably one of the best I've seen he's set up this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what is the one thing you want somebody to know if they come out tonight that they need to hurry up, get in their car, and get out here, or are they going to miss out?
Well, if you'll sit here, take a deep breath, what do you smell?
That food.
Smell
Had
food.
fair food.
I'm
for a
telling
year.
you, I'm already confused on what to start with, and I know we got all week, so
Well, we started this morning. We always try to buy lunch from the food booth. And we had fried bologna. We had BLT sandwiches.
Yeah.
We had potato ribbons. We had everything. And
Wow.
it really has gone really well. So, and tonight we've actually got, I know Mark's looking at the schedule, we've got the Miss and Ms. contest.
That's right.
Somebody asked what the difference. One, the Ms. can be 22 and over.
Okay.
And they can be married and be in that contest.
Right.
That's the only difference that, it's some of the married ones still like to compete. So that's kind of where we kind of look at that.
does that mean my wife is old enough to still compete?
That's correct.
So even in the older ages, she's good.
If she's
'Cause I
brave
still
enough
think
to get
she's
up
pretty.
there-
Now, you did not just say your wife is old on the air.
No, I didn't.
No, you
no,
didn't
I
say
said
that,
she's
right?
old enough.
Oh,
She's
old enough.
old enough to
Good
compete.
comeback.
That's right. Happy wife, happy life.
Then we got, like we said, the demo derby. We've got the English horse show
Yeah.
tonight, and tomorrow morning is our special needs day. So
I'm excited about that.
we have a ball with that day. Weather permitting, we think it'll be really a good day.
Weather's going to be permitting.
I think it's going to get hotter through the week, but we've been told once this little bitty front
Yeah.
comes through, moisture is not anticipated the rest
Yeah.
of the week. So
I mean, today's a little humid,
Hey,
but it's still not bad.
of course, that came.
You
from-
can't say that.
Said Roger.
Yeah. No,
Roger's not going to be here.
Hold
No,
on.
Roger's
Hold
not
on
gonna
just
be
a
here.
second. Hey, I'm calling my good friend. Hold on a second. Jesus. Yes, sir. You've been real good to us here in Meade County. Yes, sir. And I just want to pray that you keep being good to us in Meade County. All right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did not mean to do that, but please forgive me, Lord. Anyway, all right.
Amen.
Amen. And I say that in kidding, but, because we had a good sermon this weekend, and he said, go and spread my good word. And I'm not trying to get all on that topic, but we had the opportunity to affluence our values. And I'll tell you what, we pray every time we come to this fair that we get no Roger the whole time. And it's just a proud blessing to be here. And speaking of that you have many different volunteers. I know you got some from the churches. And last night y'all had the gospel. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the singers, the turnout looked pretty good last night for that.
It was off just a little, but we think it was it was so warm for some
Sure.
people, and some of them got tired watching the parade and didn't come. But we had the gospel singing, the community worship service both.
Yeah.
And that to me, that was kind of a thing we tried to do. The parade used to be on Monday night at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Terrible time. People
Yeah.
couldn't get home from work. So we talked with the Ministerial Association for it to be on Sunday.
Awesome.
And that's how we came up with the gospel sing and the community worship service.
Yeah.
Just to make that a tie to the churches so they didn't have to rush home for anything. So.
Exciting.
It does make it easier. The only I didn't make it over this year because we were over here working on the booths, and we did it after the fair.
It takes a lot to
Normally
make it
we
look
try to
this
come up here
pretty.
on Friday. Normally we try to come up here on Fridays to do the booth, but to get it all set up. But this year's a little different. So unfortunately, I didn't make it over there this year. I really wanted to be, but just couldn't make it over.
That group was really good, I thought. They
Yeah.
were very
Good.
entertaining.
So if a couple things, I know you got the booth office is always open throughout the fair. So if anybody has any issues or anything like that, you go there. Your survey, if you come here at the fair and there's something that you want to let you know about, you guys got a survey. It's just an open blank. You don't even have to ask them questions. Just tell us what you think. And y'all used a lot of that last year to come up with some of the things you did this year. So, how did you can't buy everything that everybody wants or recommends, but out of those surveys, how many things came to fruition for this year that y'all have taken into consideration that you think you've made the
Probably one thing I failed to mention earlier that came up was gravel parking.
Yeah.
That was one of the things we did out front. It was going to cost us quite a bit of money to seed it back, fix the ruts. We were able to cut it out and rock it. We were able to get a good deal.
It's
on the
nice
rock.
out there.
So,
Yeah.
And we did stripe it a little bit. We baited both ends of the lane so everybody know how to park. And we have a brand new parking group. It's the Meade County High School dance team.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's a learning curve. We're trying to help them this year.
They're doing pretty good.
So the only problem I had with them is they put the twirlers on the end of the stick, so I didn't know if they were telling me to go up, down, around in a circle. No, I'm just kidding. They were doing a great job.
I guess they wanted to entertain you while you're parking. So.
No,
But
they
that's
got
our
their
whole goal is trying to make it,
Yeah.
and that's what we were so happy to get a new group involved. And
Yeah.
what it takes.
Yeah.
We've said that. Without these people tying in with us and getting newer people involved, we would be in a bad shape.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I'll see you
So-
on each night, I guess. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
that's
going to
it.
do this
Yeah.
tomorrow. Hopefully, we get started a little earlier. Maybe try to get.
Well, I it'll probably be about this time
Tomorrow, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
and
and,
we'll be
Saturday
here.
will be earlier. I
Yeah,
think.
5:00 or 4:30 or whatever time.
Well,
you wanna
Saturday we close at the booths
3 to
close at
6.
6 o'clock. So we'll probably start a little earlier now. But
Absolutely.
We'll let you guys know before we get to that point this week and let you know what time we're going to be on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be something more like 4 o'clock.
10 o'clock is the cash giveaway.
Oh yeah, I was going to get to that.
$5,000 for first.
I thought you were leaving that for me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mark. You do it.
Well, how do you enter for the cash giveaway?
All you need to do is
Get in.
show up and pay for admission.
That's it. I'm going to go
You're
get my ticket.
automatically in.
I got my ticket for the booth because I had to get to the podcast.
I'll be
no,
willing
my-
to tell you one thing.
What's that?
Your odds of winning tonight are better than winning the Mega Million.
Oh, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could guarantee that.
That's what I said.
See, I got mine.
Okay, I didn't get mine.
So I have a pass, but I bought tickets. One for me and one for
Vicky's
my
got
wife.
3 because I got 2 littles.
8 to 10 tickets when they come in because they say, well, my odds of winning are a lot better for being here. So, guys, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Get back to earning my paycheck. So,
All right, thanks.
David, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Look
All
forward
right.
to some more stuff with you in the future for sure.
Yes, sir.
And yesterday I want to talk to Mark a little bit about the parade.
Yeah.
As we drew out for the parade yesterday, I thought Meade County received Daniel Cameron very well yesterday.
Really well. I thought Daniel won. I think we said this on the blurb, the final blurb yesterday, and that's what I'm calling it, the blurb.
The blurb.
Can you turn me down a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm a little hot. There we go. I think it's yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry to do that on live, guys, but I couldn't give him a hand signal because he's sitting next to me.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm doing production and podcasting. at the
And
same time.
yeah, so eventually we're going to get big enough. We'll have our own production crew. But anyway, yeah. So I thought Daniel, we did these blurbs throughout the parade yesterday. I thought they went really well. They were well received. I had a lot of comments on them from people that that said they saw them and said, "Hey, it looked really good." It was a little bit on the. It was a little pixely from time to time. That's just because the signal downtown is a little bit tough. But for the most part, it was well received. But you were talking about Daniel. Daniel, he shook them.
Dude, he was running,
and that's what a lot of people saw in the Facebook. They said, "Look how he's hustling. He's running. He's not. He wants people to know him and know that he cares." And I think that he's doing a really good job. I think he's going to be an excellent governor of Kentucky, mostly because he cares. I mean, he grew up here. He grew up over in Elizabethtown, or just outside of Elizabethtown in Hardin County. Went to John Hardin High School. He played football and such against Meade County.
Yep.
And a lot of people along the parade route and stuff at the beginning before we started, and at the end when they had time to talk. There were some along the parade route. There's a couple of coaches that said, "Hey, I remember." Yeah. And he goes, "Yeah," and he knew who they were.
That's right.
And that's another thing I like about Daniel is once he knows you, once he meets you and stuff, he remembers you.
Yeah.
He's not, and it's not just a politician way. As a politician would, it's meaningful. It's like he understands who you are and the jobs and the work that you're doing, and it's. I think that that's a great quality to have in a governor. I thought Matt Bevin was a really good one-on-one, and he would sit down and talk to you as well.
Right.
Feels a little more close knit with Daniel, though. I think Daniel's got a little bit more personable.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw him literally shaking hands, and he'd look up on the hill and he'd see more people, and he'd run up the hill. And he'd zigzag back, and the dude was drenched by the time he was done.
Oh, he was.
But I did get to talk to him before we got started, kind of go over, what we were ready to prepare for to help him in any way he needed during the route. And we did pretty good. I think the cool part is I got to tell him, I said, I was disappointed in you. And he looked at me with a stern face, and he said, what did I already do? And I said, well, I'm a little disappointed that you didn't consider me for the running mate. and I said, because it would have been great marketing. If you want Kentucky to be great, vote for Daniel and Lake. That's it. And anyway,
Cameron and Lake.
Cameron and Lake. That's right. And Cameron and Lake. And he chuckled.
He did.
He has a great sense of humor. He knows I'm kidding because everybody knows I'm a behind-the-scenes guy. Not. I don't think I like doing this. You know what I mean? I'll promote. I'll help do all this stuff. I'll consult. But, nope. Those people got a lot of responsibility. I've got new responsibilities, and that's just not my lane. But it was fun. It just speaks to his character.
Their new responsibility just walked in.
Oh, yeah, there's one of them. I know.
Yeah. No, they were both right there. There were 2 out of the 3.
Trying to break up the show, so it's all good. Anyway, look at that guy already won a big Sonic. Holy mackerel. Come here, show him on TV. Go around, go around, go around, go around. There you go.
There you go.
Come on over here. Quick. Tell everybody hi. Yeah, there you go. Come on, Liam, right in here. Tell him hi. Aaron. You already won a prize?
Hi.
Yeah. He already won a Sonic doll. That's Liam and Landon. All right. You guys go have fun. And you got a stamp that says you get to ride all the rides, right?
All night. That's the thing. $12 gets you into the fair.
Absolutely.
And it gets you all the rides. And all the rides all night.
Absolutely.
And Wednesday, if we can just go through the week a little bit, Wednesday is Family Day.
It is.
And Kentucky Farm Bureau, or Meade County Farm Bureau, pays $1 of each of the tickets. So on Wednesday, you will pay $11. So today's the big drawing, $8,000 in total cash prizes.
$5,000 in cash.
$5,000 to the grand prize, and then there's like 3 $1,000 winners.
Yeah, but you can't win that unless you come out tonight.
You have to be here to win it,
and you got to get a ticket.
You don't just got to come in the gate and leave.
Yeah.
You have to actually be present. If you're not here when they draw your name,
that's right.
They will draw another.
And you heard it here first. He even said that you have a better chance of winning this $5,000 cash prize than you do winning the lottery.
And if you buy a ticket in the lottery, it may only cost you a couple bucks.
That's right.
Right? But you don't get all of this.
No.
You don't get to go visit with the vendors. You don't get to go see the show. You get the English Horse Show tonight. You get the get the Demolition Derby.
Mm-hmm.
You get the rides.
That's right.
You get everything. The fair food here is tremendous. I mean, obviously you have to pay extra for that.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes to good. Those are all going to good causes at the school, the Cattlemen's Association.
Right.
There's a couple of There's at
well,
least
the
one
school
church
organizations,
group here. The school
everything.
organizations. There's a couple of church groups here, and then there are a couple of other organizations like Cattlemen's.
Yeah,
and
the goodness is that the entire community benefits from the participation, and volunteerism is rampant throughout Meade County. I mean, it's just it's nice to be here. I feel safe letting my kids run around here. There's not everywhere you turn, there's a friendly face, and it's just exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of good looks tonight. People stopping, looking. Well, the setup is doing its job.
I'm telling you. Well, lights, camera, action, right?
That's right.
Well, I think we. Is there anything else you want to include for tonight's session?
Let me see. Let's. Maybe we should let's talk a little bit around the rest of the week, and let me go through that real quick, and then we can take a break. If we want to come back and talk about something else, we can always come back on, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So let me. So tomorrow we talked about Special Needs Day.
Yeah.
So
that's from 10 to 1.
That's from 10 to 1.
Mm-hmm. Free lunch.
In that case, what happens is they will actually allow they work with Kissel, the rides provider.
Yeah.
The fair, over here in the Midway. And they turn off all the big lights and all that, and they just have the rides, and they make it a special needs friendly environment.
Absolutely.
It's free for special needs. The food they feed them while they're here, things like that. So the booths will be open. It's a fair experience for special needs.
That's fair to say.
It's fair to say. It's more than fair to say.
That's more than fair to say.
And so you'll see there's a lot of sponsors and things out there, and most don't even look for the recognition on it or anything. They just want to be a part of it and help. So so that's coming up tomorrow morning. Starts at, like you said, 10 a.m.
That's right.
Wednesday is we said is the Farm Bureau Family Day, and then at 5 o'clock, they'll have the backseat driver tomorrow.
That's right. Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, I know. One of these days, we'll have to get into that. Let's see. Rides start tomorrow. Most days, rides don't start until 5 p.m. But on Wednesday, they start a little earlier. They start at 3 o'clock. So 3 to closing. But there's events starting all week. So the other thing we want to talk about is Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. is the Farm Bureau Community Breakfast. So over in the community building, they will have breakfast. I think it's $1 or $2. I can't remember. Let me ask Steve. Ask Nancy if she remembers how much the Farm Bureau breakfast is. I was thinking it's $1. I was thinking it was $1. So, but it's very low. It's very, very worth the price. And they'll have that over in the community building. Then let's see. Again, rides start at 3 p.m. Commercial booths and stuff. Again, commercial booth starts at 5 to 9. Those are the in the big building, the main building here, where we're sitting. That's open from 5 to 9 Monday through Friday. Then Saturday it's opened earlier at 3. It goes 3 to 6. There's only 3 hours on Saturday. On the rest of the days, it's 4 hours a day, but it doesn't open until 5. So 5 to 9 each day. Let's see. Thursday, we're going to have the horse pull at 7 p.m. And demo derbies will come back again. Saturday are the truck and tractor pulls. So, and I did forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, is the truck and tractor pulls for the Bluegrass, Battle of the Bluegrass. So
don't forget about the monster trucks. That is
monster truck is on Wednesday.
That's right.
Sorry, I got myself thrown off a little bit with the bumper music coming on. So the Texas Hold'em is tomorrow, Wednesday night. Monster trucks, there it is. Mudsling and monster trucks are at 7:30 p.m. So anyway, that's all we have for right now. We may come back on live and may do some other little blurbs while we're here. But thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Steve, thanks for getting us all set up.
Yep.
And thanks to David, who obviously had to leave earlier.
And don't forget the special feature of the Meade County Fair is happening every night right here at this booth, the Meade Truth.
That's right.
Come meet us.
Oh, come meet us, but like and share.
Absolutely.
Well, one thing we forgot to say, for every person that likes and shares our video this week, we will enter that person in a drawing for a $50 gift card that was furnished to us by Nancy Tate.
That's right. So stay tuned. We got a lot more coming up throughout the week, and we look forward to getting your feedback. So talk to y'all soon.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everybody.